Welcome back to your class, and this is a discussion for our reproduction in plants and animal booklet. And now we're looking at this question. So this question here says, study the diagram below. The arrows A, B, C represent the transfer of pollen grains. Okay. Now A, which of the above arrows shows pollination taking place? So now when you look at this question, the first thing comes to your mind is what is the meaning of pollination? The pollination is the transfer of pollen grains from where to where? From the anther to stigma. Now, if you remember this definition, but you don't know what is the structure or how it looks like, then it's terrible, right? So you must know. So example, this is the petal. This is, okay, the parts. Okay, bad drawing, but can see, can understand. So now this is basically the anther. And this part basically is the stigma. Okay, again, transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma. So it's from here to here. Okay, something looks like this. So now let's try to identify. A. A, if you look carefully, it seems that it's from the anther to the anther, right? Let me just zoom in a bit. If you can see carefully, it's the anther to anther. So it's definitely wrong. B. Yes, it's from the anther to stigma. That is exactly what we are drawing, right? Although it looks a little bit not nice. And C, here to here. Is it correct? Is anther to stigma. So C is actually correct. But teacher, two flower leh. But you are drawing one flower eh. Hey, it's okay lah, okay? Because it's transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma, right? So it doesn't matter whether it's from the same flower or the same plant. It's okay. Okay? Again, we learn about self-pollination, we learn about cross-pollination. So it's okay. Okay? So which of the above arrows shows pollination taking place? So you can write B and C. So B and C. They need you to explain your answer. Why B and C? Because the pollen grains was transferred from the anther to the stigma of the flower. Okay. Of the flower. And we are done with the first part. Now A, this is A only. And let's move on to B. Now B, yeah, something interesting. Here say what the diagram below shows two different flowers, X and Y. So you have X, you have Y. Now, how are X and Y pollinated? Now, again, you know that how X and Y are pollinated. It means that they can be pollinated, but how? Give a reason for each of your answer. Why? How? Now you need to observe. If you observe carefully, you should see these anthers and stigma is sticking out from the petal. And this Y have a very beautiful petal here, right? And what does this tells you? Okay, again, when anthers and stigma are outside, sticking outside, this is what we call as the wind pollination. It will be going through wind pollination. Okay, but Y will be animal, or I should say by pollinators also. Okay, so X is wind and Y is animal. But you need to explain why. Because the anther and the stigma is sticking out of the petal. Again, if I ask you why are they sticking out? It's because, example, anther they're sticking out is for easy for it to transfer, right? To bring out. And petal, the stigma outside is easy for it to increase the surface area to capture Okay, so it's making it easier. Okay, now flower Y. Flower Y is animal. Now, how? Because the petals are large and beautiful. Petals are large and beautiful. But how large and beautiful helps in this? Because you attract the pollinators, right? Because it's large and beautiful. Okay. And that's all for this question. And thank you. See you. Bye bye.